Hello everyone. So we are live here. Just wait for Nana to join. All right. Let me know. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me, please. And I want to ask you to share this video to as much people that you can. I think it's a very important purpose here to hear Renana. The two I'm trying to share it too. Wait a second, I can't share it to the group. Okay. I think it's a very important purpose to hear the story of Renana, that she's a mother, that two of her kids was just kidnapped, and they're right now in Gaza, and you will have the opportunity to hear her and not just to watch it on the TV or on video that you see on social media, just to see her and to have the opportunity to ask questions. So I'm just waiting her to join. I hope that she's, let's see if she's here now. Okay, I'm still waiting for her. So as you can understand, she's like a private person with no idea about the media, nothing that she ever planned. You will hear it from her, to be in this situation that she need to speak in front of a lot of people, and to share the story and try to save the life of her kids. And this is crazy. So I praying that it will work, that she will join us. I'm trying to talk with her during while I'm waiting for her, so sorry. Okay, let's see if she's joining, if she sent a request. Okay, we will still wait for her. As you understand, as I said, it's her first time in front of so many people. She just opened Instagram a couple of days ago after what's happened to her, and this is why it's so authentic. This live gonna be so authentic. Okay, I see that she's trying to join. Let's see if it works. Okay. Hey, shalom.
Hi, how are you?
It's hard to say those days. I'm sure that it will. I want to ask you the same question.
Yeah, I say if it's only manners, that's fine. You can ask, but only if it's manners.
No, it's not. So before we will start, so first I want to say that if I could, so I would just give you a big hug from me and
Thank
from
you.
all of the people of Israel, and of course from all of the people from all over the world. Because this situation, I just explained to my followers, it's a very authentic situation. I don't think that you ever thought that you're going to be in a situation that you need to stand in front of a lot of people and to explain. But because of this, I would love if you can just give a short, just to explain who you are, where do you live, like everything from the beginning, and then we will speak about what's happened.
My name is Renana. I was born and raised on Kibbutz Niros, which is a communal community just over the Gaza border, about a kilometer away. We've been neighboring the Gaza border for years since the kibbutz was built. As a child, I remember workers coming in to work from there. We used to go to the beach at Gaza, I have really good memories of them. And throughout my life, I was always, pro-Palestinian and thought that we should try and find a solution to this very complicated situation.
This,
I have three
this is
children.
something that I wanna stop here because a lot of my followers don't understand sometimes why I'm not mixing like split between Hamas and pro-Palestine right now. Okay, maybe in the future or maybe, but right now I'm not separating them. And what you said, it's amazing that you said that you remember yourself going to the beach in Gaza, and you saying that
Yes.
you are kind of a pro-Palestine. You believe in peace. Like this is like
I believe people are not meant to fight each other. I believe people are meant to just live their lives, and I'm sure mothers all over the world, and especially here and the Gaza Strip, that's what all they wish for. They just want to have a normal life to raise their children in. They want to have good schools, they want to have good education, they want to have running water. I always used to tell to my kids that the children of Gaza suffer a lot more than they do. Even when we get, rockets shot at us,
yeah.
you have a safe room, you have somewhere to go to, you have good education, you have, as I said, electricity and running water, and you should be sympathetic to the other side. I must say, this whole agenda sort of gone in the last couple of weeks. I don't believe that anymore. I'm sorry. As I said, I'm raising my children in a different way, and if a mother could raise such a monster, then, but I've come to the end. So I'll continue and say that Niroz was neighboring Khabasan Zghir, which is a small village just in the downtown Khan Yunis. And we've been having rockets and little wars, so to speak, in the last 20 years. And it all happened or all started when Israel left the Gaza Strip and wanted the Gaza Strip to be independent and to be managed by Palestinians for themselves. Obviously, it was a bit naive to think that that's how it's going to work. And it's not managed by the Palestinian authorities. It's managed by a terrorist organization. And last Saturday, well, October 7th, was unfortunately the proof for it. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning to the red alert. Something we're all used to, unfortunately. It's part of our routine. I wasn't home. I was at my spouse's place, just 15 minutes drive on another kibbutz, which is also on the Gaza border, kibbutz Sufa. And my kids, 12 and 16, were at home alone. It's their weekend with their father, who's also a member of the kibbutz. His house is only 400 meters away. He was sleeping with his partner at his house. And that's the normal arrangement for us. In a normal world, it sounds really normal for two teenagers, young teenagers, to stay at home alone, and especially if they have someone to look for them, to look after them.
People need to understand that in Israel we have villages that call kibbutz or moshav, that it's a place that you are not locking the door, like you live together, and
True.
this is something that is
True.
very unique for Israel. So just
it's a communal communities that believe in equality and believe in human rights and believe in peace. Well, we used to anyway.
believe in people.
Yeah, true. Believe in people. Believe in human beings. I was on the phone to my kids since the first red alert. We were shot hundreds of rockets at us, and at a certain point, I started hearing gunshots outside the house I was in, and they started hearing gunshots outside the house, my house. they called me and said that they can hear gunshots, and I said, it's probably our army keeping an eye on you. They're watching us. You're in a safe room. You're in a safe place. Everything is okay. Well, later on, I found it wasn't. I
How
started
old
getting
are they? How old are they?
12 and 16.
So the 16 son just called you and said like, we hearing a shot,
Yeah,
gunshot, and
gunshots
mom,
outside.
what do I need to do? Like they was nervous. What did they say?
Yeah, they said they're scared, and I said that it's probably the army watching us. Well, about half an hour later, I started getting texts from other members of the community saying there are terrorists walking freely all over the place, breaking into houses, as you said, most doors aren't locked, and trying to take people out, burning houses. I begged someone to go there, but there wasn't no one to go there because no one could leave their own home because there were 100 terrorists outside.
So you
So I
are
called.
you are in a different village, your kids in their house alone calling you, and you're asking for the neighbors, please go help them, but no one can because each one of the families just locked themselves in the shelter
Right.
and can't go out. If you go out, you die. Like no one could.
Exactly.
It's not because they
Exactly.
didn't want to help. It's if they go out,
Oh
they just.
no, they just couldn't. They all have children of their own, obviously. So, um, sorry. Eventually, I could hear him. At a certain point, one of the phone calls, I was on the phone to them online, asking them to be really quiet. They said they hear someone breaking the door, breaking into the house. And it took about 10 minutes, and then I could hear people speaking Arabic outside the door. And the door opened. I later found out that my eldest, 16, held the door very, very hard, so hard that the handle just broke. Trying to keep safe, but it didn't help him. So I could hear them going in, speaking in Arabic, and yet my youngest saying, please don't take me, I'm too young. And that was it. That was the last time I heard of them. That was Saturday, October 7th in the morning. Since then, I know nothing about them. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're alive. I don't know if they're eating, sleeping. I don't know if they're tortured. I don't know anything. Later, I found that their father and his girlfriend were also taken. He was wounded, injured from being shot. But we got a film from Hamas, a present from Hamas, a film, so we could see him walking outside. So we know that he was on his feet when he was left the house. And all I'm hoping for is that they're together. 80 members, 80 people from the age of 6 months to the age of 86 were taken hostage from our village. I mean, we're a community of less than 400 people, and 80 people were taken and 30 were killed. I don't even want to start and describe the horrors that they left behind. But I can say there is no village to go back to.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry that I'm taking you back to this moment, but I want our people that listen here to understand. We're talking about two young kids that just right now in the middle of Gaza, and you are in the phone hearing everything, hearing them, taking them, and you're in a situation that you have like nothing to do, and it's very important for me to bold the fact about how they are treating kids and people, most of the people that sending me messages, not because that they are against Israel, because they don't understand. They could say, okay, so you have 200 people that was kidnapped to Gaza, but you hold 10,000 uh, Arabs in your in Israel. So what is the difference? I'm sure that it's very understood for me and for you, but what would you answer them?
I think the biggest difference between us is the way we conceive peace, the way that we see the more culturally see the life and death. You know, they had cameras on them. They were taking shots of all the horrors that they did in order to put it on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Israeli army put the cameras, the head cameras on soldiers. It's quite a new thing, actually. It's just in the last few years. So he can judge soldiers who misbehaved, who disobeyed rules, who disobeyed the morals of the IDF of Israel. We don't kill for fun. My heart goes out to every mother in Gaza whose child is killed. For every terrorist, even, you know, if he's 16 or 17, he's someone's child who was misled and used as a human shield or as a human bomb. So this is the difference. We see life as holy, they see death as holy. And it's such a huge difference. I don't think there's any way to close this gap between us. But I think if we need to start and explain to anyone in the world, and I can see that point of view. I mean, we really are. We are the strong party. Okay, we're the Goliath. We're not David, and that is why I think we should use our force and very in a very how do I say it? We should use it the way we use it. Actually, I think. Well, I believe that this is how we do it. We are using a lot of moral judgment while using our army. I wish we didn't have to have an army. I don't want my boys to go to the army. We
All of the
only
people,
have to do it because our neighbors love us so much.
to all the people
You know,
that seeing us right now, you have to understand that in Israel there is a huge conflict, right, for years about the way every Israeli, I think, in the all sides of in the different parties. Sorry for 1 minute. Want peace. But there is a conflict that maybe you see it too in on news about what is the best way to reach this goal. And I think that Renana represent, please correct me if I'm wrong, someone that just in the left side of the map in her point of view, maybe before the what all the things that happen, and maybe not. You can hear this text from someone from the right too, but this is what I'm not sure. Just correct me if I'm wrong. But in the same time, she while her two kids right now in Gaza, listen to this. She's saying that we need to act properly with Gaza. This is something that I don't know if you understand what you just heard. Like her kids right now in Gaza, and she's saying that we need to keep doing exactly what we do as the army. And I can say that I was a former IDF captain. I'm a former IDF captain in elite unit, and I can tell you that I remember for years we was going into Gaza or into different places, and when we knew that we're going to risk the life of a child or someone else or innocent people, we would just canceling the operation. You need to understand it. And the other side, as Renana said, if our side bringing cameras to the head of our soldiers to make sure that there is no violence, that it's not needed, the other side bring the same cameras to the same elements to record the video that you're going to use it to put fear in our heart of the Israelis, of the entire West, and to celebrate. This is a huge difference. And although all the things that I said, you can hear a mother here that saying, I'm still praying for the people of Gaza that suffer. And I think I, I don't think that I have any words for you than to say that you are like an amazing person, and I think that I wish that everyone will talk like you, because you represent the best things that the human being can be. And I feel that in this moment, if we want to solve this situation, so what I'm trying to do is to explain people that there is no difference between Hamas and Palestinians. And although I don't want anyone to get hurt from the other side, my people are in Gaza right now, and we have to bring them back before everything, before Iran, before Hezbollah, before everything. I don't care about Hamas. I don't know who is Hamas. I don't care about them. And I want to tell to all of my followers here, you need to understand, I wanted to post something on my social media, but it will be later, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, to explain you that the Arab world have 2.4 billion people. The Jewish world, the Jewish people are 15 million. They have more than 1 billion and something people than us. And when we are trying to send our message of what's happened to us, it's very hard to do. It's very hard to do because they are reporting on our pages and they are not letting us share the truth. And in this moment, I want to send you not someone writing a 2.4 million, no, 2.4 billion. And I want to send you to Renana page to follow her and to help her to reach more people that will hear the truth of what she's saying here. And I think that her message is amazing, is authentic, and everyone need to hear it. That although all her hard time, all the suffer that she's suffering, like every minute, every second, she's still praying for peace. I don't hear those messages from the other side, and we need to tell this to the people in the US and all over the world that want to support Israel. She can give you the evidence, that give you the story of what is Israeli and why do you need to support. And second, I'm sorry that you are waiting here because I have another question for you. And
Okay.
and second, I want to tell you something. If we're talking about numbers, although the people of Israel, we only around 15 million, we have a great and a huge community that supporting Israel. some of them Christian, some of them just believe in a free world. And we want to invite you to be our family. We used to be for years, we used to be a friend. We want to invite you to be part of our family. And the best way to do it is to show yourself in those times when your friends here in Israel need your help. So I'm asking you, please, first share this video to people as much as you can. Share for them this interview, this talk. Go follow Renana, and please understand that we need you. We need you. And now, Renana, I want to ask you last question before I will let our listeners to ask some question in the chat, because I promised them that they could ask you a question directly to you. So what do you think is the best thing to help you right now in your situation? What is the best thing that they can do for you?
I want the world to enlist to the effort of releasing children, elderly, and women who were captured and taken alive to Gaza. And what I want them is to come back home alive now. And I think the world has the power to do that. And I think your viewers and listeners are citizens of the world and can help make get the pressure, the international pressure needed on the Palestinians and the other Arab worlds, because the Arab world is what counts here. They have the ability to make to get that pressure and to enlist their own countries. I'm not asking them to be Israel supporters. I just want them to be children supporters, elderly supporters. Just be human. Just be human. Just imagine it was your child or your grandmother. We're talking 11 days of people who has no medicine. We don't know how they are. No one saw them. No one knows where they're kept. Why should a child, 12-year-old child, be held hostage? War has rules. If you want to have a war, let's have a war. I don't think a war is, you know, is the right way anyway. But if it has to happen, don't get children involved. Children on both sides are not part of this game. And I won't keep silent, and I won't let it rest until I see my children back home, alive, now. And that's what I want the people who are listening to help us with. Don't let it get off the agenda. Don't go to the next page. Is so old because there are no pages anymore. But don't let it die. Don't let it just go away. We're talking 200 civilians, age 6 months to 86, who did nothing wrong but living their lives, thinking they're neighboring another village on the other side of the border.
And now, what did you feel when you saw the videos of your kids in the hand of?
The video was not of my kids. The video was of their father and his girlfriend. It was very, very hard to watch. He looked very scared. And he's a very strong man. I was crying seeing her. She was dragged. She's such a gentle lady, and she was just dragged on the floor by her clothes. I can't explain how terrifying it is. It's just like, I feel like I'm in a horror movie or a bad dream and hoping to wake up. And I just want you to help me get this bad dream over.
And now, where are you right now? You can't back home, yeah?
I don't have a home to go back to. No one has in Oz and other villages. that were left to burn. And the country took us to hotels. Me specifically, I'm in a hotel in Eilat, which is the most beautiful town in Israel. And I was here with my kids on a holiday vacation, on summer vacation, just a few weeks ago, and it's very hard for me to go outside to see the city. They love Eilat. So this is where I am. So, and everything reminds me of them, and everything, you know, that I do is very, very hard to live a normal routine when, you know, your kids are thrown in a pit somewhere.
And I know what is what do you know about your kids right now? Did the country said anything? The army said anything? Videos? I don't know, things from Hamas. What do you know?
I know nothing of their whereabouts. I don't know. As I said in the beginning, I don't even know if they're alive. I'm hoping that they are. Is the way I see it, live Jews are very good merchandise to negotiate on, because they know that we treasure life. So I'm putting my hopes up on that they will be kept well and safe. I don't know anything. I'm just hoping that because they took so many members of our community, that they're at least that they're not alone. Sounds horrible, but this is my hope now. And I'm hoping they will be released soon, immediately, and come back.
I think that the people of Israel from the last Shabbat just had a big change, have a big change in the way that we think, the way we see our politicians, the way we see the people that representing us. And I think the main change that we just felt is that I can tell you that I'm working with the I can say with the family Golding for years, and trying to bring their message to the front. And I can tell you that it was really hard. It was really hard. And one of the things that I feel that changed in the people of Israel, but Golden family is the family that in the last operation that was their son was kidnapped in a ceasefire, by the way. And I was there. I was fighting with the force of Givati, not in the place when it was kidnapped, but I was there during the weeks. I think that the people of Israel changed their mind, and I can say to the politicians that maybe someone hearing us right now, we won't let it just fade away anymore. We want our people back. We want Renana to meet her kids soon, and we won't let go. We won't let go. The people of Israel, Renana, we are standing with you. And I think the entire world is standing behind you, because this is just a represent what they did represent the devil. This is nothing less than this. You are a regular person that believe in peace, that right now in a situation that you don't know where your kids are. So I don't think that there is anything to add more than that. We are standing with you, and we won't let go until our families will come back from Gaza alive, safe. And I'm calling to all of the people that hearing us right now to understand why I'm calling all the time. No humanitarian support to Gaza until our kids getting humanitarian support or food or I don't know, or coming back. This is the main thing. So don't ask from us to be those who protect the people of Gaza, even they don't support Hamas. It's not my job to support them. My job as Israeli is to support my people first, to bring them back home, and then I would love to make peace with the people of Gaza and to support them and to help them. But first, bring our people back. This is, I think, the message of 99% of the people of Israel right now, and we're standing with you, Anna. And I will let, if you still can stay with us, so I will let our people that in the chat to ask 2 questions. Please press on the request for questions that we can see it and not in the chat. Please press on the questions near to the um, to the place that where you add in a comment. Um, I will wait for you to write the questions, and I will put it on the screen, and we would love to answer. Okay, we have a question here. Do you have any contact with their kids? Okay, so we just answer it, that we have no connection. Unfortunately, she don't even know where they are. Okay, I see that people may be afraid to ask questions. Let's wait a couple of, okay, here. Okay, this is an interesting question. I don't know. Let's see what is your answer if you want to answer this. What are families doing for income?
Sorry?
Do you see the question?
No. Can you repeat it, please?
What does people doing right now for income? Okay, I will skip this
Oh.
question. I don't think it's but it's very hard right now. Okay.
Do you want me to answer that?
No. How can we help from London, UK? How can we send some help? What can they do from London?
Well, as I said, the world needs to know and needs to be to enlist to the message that I want my kids home alive now, and do not let any other messages confuse you, and do not let any other agendas push this aside. Please keep it on the agenda on an everyday basis. Keep talking about it. Send emails and letters to your prime minister and to the governors. Put pressure to have those innocent civilians released. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. I don't care about negotiations and prisoners. You know, it's not for me to say what's to be done in order to do it. It can be done. There is no reason for a 12-year-old or a 6-month baby, 6-month-old baby, be kept captured in the Gaza Strip. There's no reason for that. No reason that anyone will give is good enough. I'm sorry.
And the main thing that I think that you said in the beginning is that we have a lot of important purpose about safety, rockets, army, but we're talking about people. We are talking about kids.
Right.
And what Renana is saying, that go to your head of community, go to your mayor, go to your people that you know from the Congress, whoever you know, and tell them, hey, okay, I understand everything. There is a conflict, it's complicated, but there are kids over there. There are people, innocent people. First, bring them back. Then let's talk about a strategy and everything.
Right.
Bring the people back. This is what we are asking from you. This is what we
It's
want you as a help. This is what Renana is asking from you.
it's basic human behavior. Just please, just help me bring my kids back home. That's what I'm asking. And your help is, as I said, to keep it on the agenda and to approach anyone you know and anyone who can influence the influencers and those who are decision takers.
Okay, can you please print for us how to support Renana and to help supporters? So first, I want to ask you. She just said what is the best way to support, but I will add another thing. Please go and follow Renana. She will upload updates and she will tell her stories. I'm asking you, go and follow her Instagram. Share with your friends. This is the real thing. It's not from the TV. It's not people telling you a story. You can just follow her and to understand what's happening to a mother right now in this situation. And you can talk directly with her and try to help as much as you can. And I think to follow is the first um, step. And I will put a last question, and then I think that we will end this live. And from this um, and I will let you go back to your things. So people asking, Vincent asking, how can we prevent this from ever happening again? So I wanted to give this question for you, and maybe you can explain them. What, let's say that our hostage will come back home. Would you go back to your village?
It's a very good question. It's very hard and very difficult to answer it right now. First, I don't have anywhere to go back to, but even if I was to have a house rebuilt, my trust, both in my government and in my neighbors, is gone. And I don't think I can take my children back to the place of horror that they came out of. So I find it very hard to believe I'll be back there and will go back to living there, even though this is a place I've lived in all my life. And I believed in living there. And I believed in this good neighborhood and good neighboring. It's a very, very small area. Everyone knows everyone. You know, it's like 16,000 people. It's like probably one street in London. And half of it is gone now. So, no, I don't think I'll be back, but I can't really say it for sure at the moment. You know, I'm not here. I'm not at this stage of decision making. I just want my children back home now, alive.
The reason why I ask you this is because that people need to understand that those villages that just been attacked, the people over there can't go back because they're afraid. Even if the people will come back home, the hostage, the people that was kidnapped, there is no trust, not in the government,
Exactly.
not in the army, and not, of course, the Palestinians. And this is actually an occupation of the people of Gaza. They just took part of the Israeli land because people don't want to live there anymore. And the same thing in the north. And when I'm saying all the time that we need to fight back hard because of what's happened is, of course, first to bring our people back, but second is to make sure that people can back home. And this is something that people need to understand. And Renana, I want to send you from my heart. I'm praying for you and for your kids, and you are such a brave woman to come and to speak here like this. And I'm sure that all of my followers and all of the people that just watching us, and I will post this video on my Instagram and later on my YouTube today, that more people will watch us even later. Please stay strong. The people of
Thank you.
Israel with you. Please keep posting on your Instagram. It will be slowly, but then it will grow. I promise you, and I will help and share your content because your message is so important, and we need to make sure that the message of the hostage is in the highest level more than everything. So keep doing it, please, people, all those who listen to us, please share this video, go to Renana Instagram, follow her, share her content, and pray together for the safety of her kids. And I wish that I could give you a big hug from me, and I will just send
Thank
it
you.
from Jaffa to you. And Am Israel Chai, we will understand eventually that it was all for good, and we will celebrate with your kids, I hope, really soon. This is our prayers. So
Thank you so much for having me and giving
thank
me
you,
the
Anana.
opportunity.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Anana. Bye bye.
Good night, all.